Let's welcome Engineer Simbi Wabote. He's Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board. Engineer Wabote, a pleasure to have you on Good Morning Nigeria.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. Also here with us in the studios, we'd like to welcome Mr. James Shindi, who is Chief Executive Officer of Brevity Anderson Consulting. Now, we understand that the organizers of the Nigeria International Energy Summit here in Abuja. Mr. Shindi, pleasure to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. All right.
So, generally speaking, I think transitions have to be managed properly. And I think that it's important to have events like this because it allows us to debate, listen to ideas. And I think Africa needs to make its position clear because the way that the narrative has been pushed right now is almost to the extent where the West appears to be demonizing, the oil and gas industry, which is a bit of an extreme. I think stressing to add to what the ES has said brilliantly, I think that Africa has huge resources, and we should be able to use those resources to, first of all, guarantee energy security and access to energy. First of all, I think that's the major conversations that we as Africans should be having. We will transit, but it has to be done in a very sensible way, in a way that prioritizes access to energy, first of all. Some of these meetings happen with a pre-agreed outcome, and sometimes the African voices aren't listened to as much as they should be. And that's why it's important to have events like this, and give ourselves a platform to express ourselves the way we should. And I'll stress again that Africa is a major problem now, or the main challenge now is access to energy. Because if you say, well, let's just all of a sudden transition in a way, and at the pace at which some of the people, especially in the West, are pushing, it means that a lot more people in Africa would not even have access to energy in the first place. So yes, we should transition. Yes, we should care about the environment. But we should do that in a way that, first of all, guarantees access to energy and lets our people have, use of the resources we have abundantly to ensure security. When we talk about net zero, we're not necessarily saying in the immediate, to abandon hydrocarbons. We're saying also that there's things you can do to lessen the impacts of emissions. So, for example, you can plant trees. There's a lot of investment in carbon capture. And those are important things to look at. It's not just a question of, stopping production. We want to ensure that the environment is looked after because we all care about the environment. It's very important to us. But also very important is that our people need to have access to energy because you need energy to survive and live a productive life. If we can improve energy and access to energy by just another 40%, from where we are right now, the impact on health, on the economy will be, tremendous. I think those are the things that we should be focusing on as Africans.